Hello and welcome. Hi. Let's see. We have Amanda, Tina, Margot, JFD, Tiffany. Who else have we got here? Let's see. JFD, Margot, Tiffany, Amanda, Tina. Did I say Tina? If I missed you, Tina, I'm sorry. JFD, Margot. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to have volume. Never fails. It never fails. Okay. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Y'all know that I have no idea what I'm doing. Margot, Captain Obvious. Yay. Okay. So it looks like we've got a few people here, and
Hey guys.
everybody knows our lovely Keeley Talks. You want to say hi to everybody, Keeley?
Hey everyone, hope you're all okay.
Oh, hi, Jenna. Hey, hey. Oh, okay. Well, we'll kind of let everybody roll in. We won't get into anything really serious today. We're just gonna talk. I thought we'd maybe discuss a little bit of this Dan Wooten thing and maybe some WandaVision and I don't know, just whatever comes up. If y'all have anything, oh, Cherry K, hello.
Let me get
If
the
y'all have
chat.
anything y'all want us to talk about, put it in the chat and we'll try our best to get to it and try our best to sound like we know what we're doing or what we're talking about.
Just go with the flow.
That's it. That's it. So while everybody's kind of rolling in, we will get started here. There's Jay. And so have you been able to catch any of this Dan Wooten stuff since it started last night, Keely?
No, I've not catched any of it. I need to watch some videos. Yeah, I literally last night I just fell asleep straight
I
away.
know what you mean. I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
so tired.
You get to a point that you just got to get some sleep. So yeah, I understand. Well, I caught it last night right before I went to bed, and I found it so fascinating that here is this man who has went out of his way to ruin Johnny. I mean, he is the infamous writer of the wife beater
Yeah.
um, story. So it just kind of I'm like
What
tugged about
exactly's
it.
happened? What exactly's going on? Because obviously I don't. I'm not, and some people might not know in the chat, right?
Okay, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Basically what has happened. And now you'd be more familiar with him, Keely, because he is over in your part of the world, and he is a writer or was a writer. He's left the Sun. Am I right in that? He's
Yeah,
not
he's
with
left
the
the
Sun
sun.
anymore. Okay, yeah, he was
How
with
did
the
it?
Sun, and he's like a tabloid celebrity writer, I guess is how you class him. I don't know, but last night the former fiance of Caroline Flack. Is that how you say her
Yeah,
name? Flack? Okay.
black. Yeah.
And if you don't know who she was a presenter on Love Island over in the UK, and she unfortunately decided to end herself last year on February the 15th.
That's
And
so sad.
yeah, and from what I'm understanding and looking into this, a lot of it had to do with the way the press has treated her. I mean, oh, SEC's here. Hi, Les. Hi. But some positive. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go any further, I want to read what Amanda said. Now, some positive thoughts for my doggy. He has a tumor on his spleen. They're operating. Oh,
Aww.
Amanda. Oh, we're
Sending
just
loads
gonna
of
send
healing and
some.
prayers.
Yeah, yeah, we're sending love to your little poochie right now. Oh, he's gonna be okay, and you're gonna be okay because you're a strong doggy mama. Okay, yeah. So everybody, just send some love to Amanda and her little doggy, and let's just all be praying and wishing that everything will be okay, and it'll be running around and jumping up and down and giving you lots of sugars real soon.
Oh, I hope
Okay.
so.
But back to what we were talking about. From everything that I was reading about this Caroline Fleck, she was really mercilessly hounded by the press.
Yeah, she was.
over
Sure.
just about anything and everything from what I was able to look into before the stream started. And then she decided that she had nowhere left to turn. And, well, on February 15th, a year ago, she ended things. And the man who put the original tweets out that kind of broke the story, Andrew Barry, I believe is his name. I knew I should have wrote his name down. I forgot to do it. But he tweeted that, you know, he blamed Dan Wooten by name, and he blamed the Sun, the Mirror, I think. Is that another one of the tabloids? What's the name of the tabloid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he named 2 or 3 different tabloids, but Dan Wooten was the only one he named by name as far as people. And he just said, you've got blood on your hands. You did this to her. Everyone in these places, from the people who write the stories to the editors that approve them, you all have blood on your hands because you don't ever stop. Yeah, well, he said it so eloquently. He was like, you don't ever stop to think about what you're doing to these people and how you're affecting them. And you don't take into consideration how it affects the people that they love or just themselves in general. And I kept thinking about, when I was reading it, I kept thinking about Princess Di, because, with what happened with her. And I think everyone knows if they become a celebrity that you have that to deal with, but I don't think anyone deserves it to the extent that a lot of them get it. And
No, they don't.
And apparently she had gotten too much. And he told Dan Wooten, you're to blame. You are the one who is all for, no trial, no nothing. You want to put it out in the media, and you want to ruin their lives, you want to ruin their careers. Well, guess what? It's coming back to bite you, is basically what he said to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took off like wildfire. Oh, hi, Rob's Rules. Hello, welcome. And Emma P, hello. If there's anybody I've missed, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch it and talk to, and as you can see, I am blind. It's kind of hard to do 2 things at once.
At least you brought your own hair today.
Yeah, I have my own hair today, yes, but I do have the hair is always near. The hair is always near in case it's needed for emergencies, But but Lord, I've lost my whole train of thought.
You say that the tabloids have got blood on their hands, and they have got blood on their hands, because the way that she went on, the way that they went for Caroline, they proper hounded her, and they was calling her a violent person, a DV, she's a DV abuser, this and loads of different stuff, and she couldn't cope with it. She couldn't cope with you'd have to read into it more, but there was an incident where they had a fight, and she was drunk, and she was poorly mentally, Caroline, at the time. And the partner, he didn't want to press charges, but the charges were pressed anyway. And he kept trying to get him dropped, with ex-fiance or partner, I can't remember. But they wouldn't drop him, and it just ruined her career. She lost all of her public appearances and stuff, and she was dropped from the likes of Love Island. And I'm a Love Island fan from the UK, in the UK, and it's a big, massive community, and we just loved Caroline so much, and it broke our hearts when she passed away, because she was just always that bubbly and sweet and just full of life. No one would think that she was so poorly the way that she was as a person, but she was. And the tabloids seen their chance, and they hounded her like a dog with a bone. You know what I mean? Like, they just went for it. And it got her really, really depressed. She was on medication, and then it just got to a point, because when she tried to get them dropped, they both tried to get the charges dropped again, and when it was refused to be dropped, that was when she couldn't take it anymore, and she couldn't cope with it, and she just she had to go. And I know it's a sad subject, but this kind of awareness is important as well in general.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, because as consumers, when we buy these tabloids or when we click on their websites or whatever, we're feeding into it, and unfortunately, like for what you and I are doing here, we do have to click on them because we've got to find the stories and we've got to be able to do videos on it. But the thing is I don't remember the last time I bought anything like that or purposely clicked on one other than to find out what's going on in JD case. And Emma P asked, so wait, remind me, because I haven't read into the whole DW thing. Has it actually been proved that Dan Putin is a P? And I think what she's trying to ask is if with the, you and I discussed this a little bit backstage about that there was also a second allegation as to is he possibly a SA? And the same young man, I'd imagine, that put these tweets, the first tweet out, put a tweet out, a further one, and it was a picture of Wooten right beside Harvey Weinstein. And it said the difference between Dan Wooten and Harvey Weinstein is only one has been convicted. The other hasn't been convicted yet. Time's ticking. And in the article that follows with it that he wrote, or not article, but what he wrote, he does say, he alludes to it, and he says that when it was usually with young journalists when they get hired where he worked or at the paper or his editor at, that if they wouldn't go along with it or something, they get promoted and get more money to keep them quiet. And he does ask, does the initials AL mean anything to you? And he doesn't go into any more detail than that. He never names who AL is, but he has basically made the statement that he is an abuser. And so, we got to be careful about, he's not been convicted of anything, and this is and it's really not even, it's not a charge, it's an accusation. So we just kind of got to watch and see. But from everything that I'm reading on what he did with Caroline, this is common practice for him. So I think we're safe to go ahead and discuss that, because it's not just him. And, we're all after him because of what he's done to Johnny. But all of these tabloid people, they all do the same thing. And I mean, that's part of why Johnny is the way he has always been about his kids. I remember when Vanessa was pregnant with Lily, I can remember that was the only time I ever seen him get angry. I think, didn't he punch a tabloid guy or something? He placed him with a 2x4. Yes. And, and that's the thing. But he knew that these people were merciless. And if he didn't put his foot down then, it wasn't going to stop. And, we all want to see celebrities. We all want to talk to them. We all want to know what's going on in their lives. But I just feel like that unless they're on a movie set or doing something where they expect
your entertainment, I think that the whole life is a drama that they can document and try to influence and manipulate. And it's
okay, Margaret. I'll have to ask you about this. Margot says the phone hacking was horrendous here from our tabloids. Yes. Was that what's one of the things they did to her?
I don't know if they did it to her. I can't remember. I'll have to check. But I know that they did it to a girl that she was either dying or she had died, and they hacked the phone. They hacked like some of the royal family's phones. They've hacked all sorts of people's phones. I can't think of them all off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But
we've got somebody backstage that Mike can answer it. Yeah, we've got a surprise guest. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, it's your boy Gary.
Hey, what's up, my lovely ladies?
Yeah. We're sitting here talking about the whole Dan Wooten thing. Have you had a chance to look at that?
Not really, not really.
Well, I kind of
But
figured you might not, but
yeah, I've been busy. Well, I just got off work a little while ago, actually, and I was working on a little jingle for you for the Dingle Dabs.
yay! Dingle dabs.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to premiere it, or do we have to wait?
Oh, wait a minute. We can keep on going about what you're talking about.
Well, now you got me excited.
Well, you brought your hair, right?
Oh, yes, that's what we were just discussing. The hair is always with me in case of emergencies. Hey, if the wind blows, I can just pull it back.
I love I love it. Oh my God. I love it. So how are we?
Pockets. Oh, we're doing great. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Marco wanted to see the pocket size.
Let me get a little dab. Let me get a little dab of that.
Get a little dab. Here you go. Let me hold it back up for you. There you go. Get you a dab.
Where's the camera?
I'm backwards today. There we go. Dab. Now you'll jingle all the way home.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh
apologize.
goodness. Oh, okay. Johnny's girl. I meant to say hello to you earlier, Johnny's girl. I'm so sorry. She says, yes, they did hack Johnny's phone. That's why Murdoch wants to destroy Johnny and why they helped AH. I thought I'd heard that before, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say anything.
They hacked his phone when Lily Rose was in the hospital. They found out the exact entrance that he was using in the hospital, because he was using a secret back entrance to get in and out of the hospital privately. And he was hounding him. They wouldn't let him just deal with his daughter. His daughter was poorly at the time, and he was just proper going for it.
So that's the kind of thing that just I find wrong. You know, this constant, like I said, I just feel like that if they're not doing something for, you know, something that should be being filmed, you know, to do with what they may have a movie coming out or a record or whatever, you know, whatever the celebrity, then you need to leave them alone. If you see them walking down the street, you know, like these guys shouldn't be following them around, like when they get in at the airport or like Johnny going to the hospital. That should be a given. Don't bother them. Leave them alone. Let them have their privacy.
Yeah.
But now I got to say, Rob's Rule said, hey, man, it's your boy Gary. Listen to me play the guitar really well.
Yeah, it's more like, hey, man, it's your boy Gary. It's your boy Gary. Listen to me play the guitar really well. I don't like Amber Heard. She's not good. She's not good.
Oh, it's funny. An impersonation
Rob, man.
An impersonation.
Oh God.
I'm the dude playing the dude who's playing the dude. I don't know. Yeah.
Captain Obvious said, imagine having a hard on for someone for 30 years. And that's basically what Murdoch had for. It just zings right in with what we're talking about.
Well, that's what Dingle Dabs does, man.
That's it.
Oh man, maybe
Are you thinking of the giggles again?
Maybe we should try the jingle.
Yeah, and here's Big Daddy-O, so you know.
Hey, Big Daddy-O, Big Daddy-O, John.
But yeah, we might already go into that jingle and give me and Keeley a second to get over the giggles. Might make it worse. I don't know. Oh Lord, let's see. This is just went totally off the rails. Help!
Your laugh is so contagious. I swear.
I'm sorry. Thank you, though. I love your laugh. Oh, thank you. my mom they always told her she had a contagious laugh. So whenever somebody says that to me, that makes my day. So thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. But yeah, seriously, let's hear the jingle. I think it'd be a good time for it.
Oh man, let's see if I can do it because I just came up with it.
Everybody give Gary a good big round of applause.
Let me see.
Let's mute. I'm muting yourself.
Yeah, let's mute.
Hold on, I have to. Let me see if I can fix this. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I guess we might need to unmute then. Oh,
Hey,
hello,
Big Daddy.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. Oh, Lord. Well, while we're waiting, are you ready?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
What were you saying? Well, I'm trying to do it in such a way that you can see the guitar. Oh, actually, so the guitar can be heard in the mic.
Go.
Can you hear that?
We can.
Oh God! Let me see if I can remember how this thing goes. Oh man. Have you lost your little jingle in your poor boy little dingo? Well, if you lost your jingle in your dingle, you need dingle dabs. Now, I'm not a licensed professional medical in any way, shape, or form. And this is not an FDA approved product. But if you've lost a jingle in your dingle, give dingle dabs a try. I mean, hell, what do you got to lose anyway, right? Well, if you lost your jingle in your dingle, you need dingle dabs. Oh, I think it's starting to work.
I love it. Everybody, let's give Gary a big round of applause. Oh, all of us will be jingling all the way home. Oh, Wendy. Well, I bet Wendy's come in like, what in the hell have I just clicked out?
I know. Ready to show Pat 20 million.
Oh, Lord. Yes, that was awesome. And see, who needs advertisers when we have Gary to do our jingles for us?
I got your back, Tammy.
Oh, Big Daddy, I said, we need a dancer for a jingle.
What did he say? I can't see it.
That's enough to make. Wait, let's see. We put it up.
What happened?
It says, do you need a dancer for your jingle? This is from Big Daddy-O, by the way. I do a great Scottish full Monty. That's enough to make the guy lose his jingle.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God.
That is hilarious.
Oh, Emma B. Who lost the willy?
He lost the willy. You silly willy.
And JFD said, Wendy said nothing surprises her when I'm involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
And JFD said Gary's the best, but it's already scrolled up, so I can't find it now. I'm sorry. And Rob's updating everybody on Donald. Said he's having some tests at the hospital, and he's going to talk to Rob later. So everybody just send some good positive vibes towards Donald's way too. We want him to get better. We love our Donald.
He has a speedy recovery.
He is. And Cherry K, your virgin ears my ass.
Liar.
All right.
Hi, Witchy. You missed the jingle, Witchy. She wanted to know what she missed. You missed. Gary just debuted his jingle for Dingle Dabs right here. I can't even say it with a straight face.
We'll give you the Reader's Digest version. If you lost your jingle in your dingle, you need dingle dabs.
So funny.
Oh my goodness. So, all right, we're gonna try to get this back on the rails.
I'm gonna have to record that one. That one was too fun.
Yes, yeah, you've got to record it, and I'm just going ahead and asking permission now to use it on the channel.
Oh, it's yours. It's yours.
Oh,
All day long.
wonderful! I'll make some new commercials for Dingle Dabs. We'll make it a series of commercials.
I'm not using Dingle Dabs on my channel, man. People might think I have a problem.
Oh God, y'all! You know, I've got my bottles sitting here from where I recorded the commercial, and I have a 22-year-old daughter and a granddaughter now, and she came down the other morning after I'd done that commercial, and she looked at it and she looked at me and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." So I had her watch the commercial, and she watched it and she's like, "You realize that one day I'm going to have to explain to your granddaughter about it?" I said, my granddaughter's just going to know her grandma was cool. And insane. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So we kind of, I think we covered the high parts of the Dan Wooten thing. Is there anything either one of y'all want to, what's the one? What are we asking one for? Press one if you think Gary should record the jingle dabs. Okay, so everybody is pressing one. Everybody wants you to record it, Gary.
We'll do
one
it.
For, wait a minute, one for Fairy. Who's Fairy?
Fairy. Damn it, I guess I do need some Dingle Dabs.
Your dingle has lost its jingle, hadn't it? Yep, this is going sideways really fast.
That's my
Everybody's
fault.
the same one. Oh no, I love it. I love it. I'm glad it did. I needed to laugh. I hadn't laughed this hard since the other night when we were all on a live stream together. So
I know, that was so funny.
Oh God.
Regarding the Dan Wooten thing, I can't remember who it's in, but I know that the tabloids in the UK anyway, they're famous for knowing they're famous for hounding celebrities. I'm trying to say this here now.
What?
Hey, dude.
Somebody got a case of the dingles.
It's your Boo Fairy. It's your Boo Fairy, is what he said.
Your Boo Fairy.
That's wrong.
Oh, God.
What's up, guys? It's your Boo Fairy. It's your Boo Fairy here.
Emma, we all are. We may have to do a jingle for some kind of something to take care of that.
You need a new line.
Lord. Me trying to hide Keeley giggles so much.
I'm gonna go hybrid. Hey guys, it's your Boo Fairy here. Yeah, it's your Boo Fairy. I'm here, you're there. I had too many dingle dabs, you know what I'm saying? And this is what happens when you put too many dabs on your dingle. It's like it goes backwards. I don't understand.
Yeah, the tears are here again, just so you know. Oh,
bring your own hair.
Oh, look, y'all. I just got flowers for my beautiful baby. Thank you. I have the best daughter in the world, y'all. You're beautiful. Thank you, baby. And she left. That's usually the way it goes. At least you gave me something, though.
That's so
so
sweet.
sweet. Yeah, she doesn't know that I'm live streaming, so she's probably gonna cuss me when I.
Oh,
Oh, that was sweet. They're beautiful.
they are
So I guess this
cute.
could be our stream roses. Wait a minute, let's see. Yeah,
Oh,
this is our stream roses. Yay!
they're beautiful. They're lovely. I love the colours.
Yes. She knows I
Mhm.
love flowers, so she knows her mommy well. Let's see, what was the topic? Bring your own hair, you boo fairies, and you song.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I did bring my own hair, fairy. Keeley, did you bring your hair?
I think so.
Just got it.
Just got it. Looks good.
Thank you. Yours looks beautiful.
Oh, yes, Wendy, my daughter is a sweetheart, and you've got a wonderful one too, from what I remember you telling me about her. Okay, all right. We're going to try to get serious again. We're going to be our professional, you know, I'm so young. One of these days, I might become a professional broadcaster or something myself. Now, what were you trying to say, Keeley, before it went off the rails again?
I know.
Forgot
Poor
now.
I know.
Breathe out. And count to 10. I swear to God, I am not a zoned Russian rum drinking JD PB cult member bot. I swear I'm not today. I was yesterday.
Have you had too much caffeine again?
Well, I have this one, and this one for the stream.
Goodness.
You're on a caffeine high, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is, a caffeine high. That's what we'll say, it is a caffeine high. Oh, Lord. Oh, you got the grape. Cran grape. What'd you have, Keeley? What was that? It was quick.
Max.
Okay. All right. So, little question. Who all's drink is just what it says on the bottle or on the can?
I suppose I could put a bit of Southern Comfort in it.
Oh, which one you're snowed in? Yeah, that is a good question. I know, Keeley, y'all had some snow, hadn't you?
No.
Or is it just cold?
It's been cold, but it's calmed down now. It's gone really mellow. Like, I was up early this morning. It was like 10 degrees Celsius, which is quite warm for this type of year at like that time of the morning anyway. So we're not had snow for a few weeks, thankfully. It's all gone away. Hopefully it stays away.
What about you, Gary? Have y'all got any snow down your way?
No, it's warm. It's hot, actually. It was hot today. And that's why I have no sleeves. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm in sweater, shirt, blanket, robe. So yeah, it's cold up here in Alabama. I was tell you, we're not built for this kind of weather. Yeah, it's snowing. We're under about an inch and a half to 2 inches of ice, and it's been snowing on and off all day. We've probably got 2 inches of snow, maybe.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was like 12 degrees this morning, and I don't think it's warmed much since then. And it's cold, and I don't like it. I'm not built for cold. I am built for hot.
Well, you love it down here because it was in the 70s earlier today, and then it finally just started getting down to about 66 right now. But I mean, it's nice and mild.
Let me just convert that. I just need to convert that into Celsius because I don't have a clue what that means.
It's pretty damn cold.
Hang on, I'm sure I can figure this out.
Tiffany says she's in the hashtag snowpocalypse there.
Probably about 15 15 Celsius, I think, somewhere around there.
All right. It's all right. That's
Yeah, I forgot how to do that. I haven't done it in a
quite
while.
warm. That's quite mellow.
Yes,
Was I
Rob,
close?
I do need love to keep me
Yeah. That's what,
warm.
that's what it says. It's well, that's all right. There, it's not cold, just nice and chilled.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just glad that I was close.
I used to know how to do that, but I don't anymore. I've
I think
I've drank one too many Cokes. That's what it is. Let's see.
Too
Wendy
much
says,
caffeine.
yeah.
Sweet Chastity told me to shut up. Why? I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it's. But just wait. When the summertime comes around, you'll probably be happy where you're at because I'll be melting.
Yeah. Now we do have a special kind of heat here in the South. It's called the Gates of Hell, and and they all open in the South. But
Mhm.
man, yeah, what I hate is that we don't get much of a spring or much of a fall. It's like 2 days, and we went from like 2 days from now, it'll probably be the extent of our spring. We've got the snow today. It'll get up to springtime weather for the next 2 days, and after that, it'll be around 100 from here till October, November, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So,
can't wait for it to warm up.
That's that
oh,
Alabama heat.
oh, that Alabama heat is something else. I'm getting too old for it. Scotland, they have summer for 2 weeks. Ooh.
Oh man.
Always cold there.
Patio. Doing coke on the street. Oh my God. Give me some. Yes, I have been hanging out with JD. That means I am doing lots of coke and lots of, what all does she accuse him of doing? Lots of coke and lots of alcohol. And the monster was here, and I told the bitch to leave.
And then did you go and hide in the bathroom as well?
Yes. My God, I don't blame him for hiding in the bathroom. I'm just going to say that right now.
Me neither.
Oh, dang. Rob said there's another storm coming. No, no, no. No, no, no. I don't want no more storm. But yeah, I can't blame Johnny for hiding in the bathroom. I can't blame him for doing drugs. If I had to live with that insane woman,
Yeah.
I would have had to
You
do a
want to
lot of
escape it.
drugs.
You'd want to
Do what?
escape it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd have to. I mean, just think about those audios, because those were done when they're trying to see how they talk to each other and trying to work on their marriage. And so, there was no filters on. There was no acting. It was just them talking to each other. And just listen to how she talks to him. I would have done cold cock that bitch a long time ago.
Mhm.
She is.
Well,
She's
I,
a bitch.
bathroom would be the safest place to go, I think, man.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I mean, well, if it was the closest, because
yeah.
he can run in any part of the house, and if there's a door, lock her out. But obviously, it didn't quite work out as well because she still was able to push the door open, hit him in the head with it.
Yeah. And then hit him. But she didn't mean to hit him in the head with the door.
Oh yeah,
That was
She
no,
meant to punch
reaction.
him.
Yes. She
yeah,
had to
but
make that
I
clear.
didn't mean to punch you because of the door thing. It was my toes. Oh, your poor
Oh,
toes. Jesus.
Lord.
I just saw
I,
Cherry. Wasn't Cherry saying that she was the one that had virgin ears?
Yeah.
yeah.
I see a comment on there. It says Gary was close. What the hell did I miss?
Well, now she's got a comment that says, "Hi, am I? Or is everyone hearing this?"
Yeah.
Terry. But well, now Margot, she asked, she did mean to punch him in the face, and that's right, because
Yeah.
the door hit her toes, so she meant to punch him in the face. She did not mean for the door to hit him in the face.
Yeah. There you go, Tammy.
She
Way to
did.
get us back on track.
She
Try.
booted him. She booted the
Oh,
door, so she meant to get it in his head. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, when you got to
She
kick a
could've just
door
walked away.
open, you don't expect that if there's somebody on the other side that they're not going to get hit with it. I mean, that's common sense, which like Emma P said, she also meant to poop the bed, and anyone that would poop the bed on purpose probably doesn't have a lot of common sense. So maybe I'll forgive her for that. No, wrong, I won't.
Well, I mean, the only thing that I'm playing it out in my head, right? And apparently, she's trying to push the door open to get into the bathroom, and he's trying to push it shut, and her foot was in the way, so the foot scraped her toes, and she probably screamed and said, "Ow!" And then he checked and bent down. He's like, "What happened?" And then that's when she kicked the door open and hit him in the head, and she shoved her way in and punched him in the face. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and what gets me, I just don't understand her. And I've seen a lot of crazy women in my lifetime. I mean, I live in the South. Crazy women is our thing down here. And I've never seen such insanity. I mean, just like, well, like with that's pretty common. That's pretty common. But just the amount of things she did, like the poop in the bed, like all of these incidents. Well, when she cut his finger off, she cut the man's finger off because she got pissed off because he asked for a prenup.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
But you know how guys like that are, though. They will always apologize for someone when they have a kind heart.
Yeah.
I'm sure he knew that he was accustomed to her throwing things at him, you know.
Yeah.
And this one just happened to hit his hand that was resting on the countertop. So I'm pretty sure he was like, "Well, it was an accident, whatever. Maybe we could still work it out." But then when she deliberately shit on his bed, then I can understand why he'd be like, "Okay, that's enough. That's enough." That was
that's degrading on so many levels, though. And, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, we all have a laugh and that voice. Fucking
yeah. Well, and think about it, too, it wasn't long after that he told her, you know, that he was going to ask for a divorce. She just managed to get to it first because he messed up and told her. But wasn't long after she did that to the bed that he was done. You know,
well, I feel like she tried to beat him to the punch so that she can have an upper hand on him, and that's when she threw out the whole allegations of the DV.
Yeah.
I think you're right there. Sorry, Tammy, I was just going to say, because as soon as he announced to her that he wanted a divorce, she did what she did, you know. He's hitting me.
Yeah. When I was on the other end, he's standing there like, "What are you talking about?" But one thing that Gary said a while ago got me. He was used to her throwing things at him. Can you imagine how sad that is? And you think about it, you know, here he is, one of the most famous people in the world, loved worldwide. People, you know, line up to see him. He can have anything he wants, go anywhere he wants, but the person who's supposed to love him, the person he's in love with, he's used to her hitting him. It's so really sad. Yeah.
It is. But it becomes kind of a passive behavior, though. It's just like, all right, this is just how she is. So I just have to accept this because everything else beyond that is great, you know. And that's what great manipulators do. They make you feel so happy in other aspects of your life to where it seems like that good will outweigh this bad. But if you really think about it and use your brain, that bad outweighs the good, and you're just being blinded by love.
Yeah, you do. You get love bombed, and then you don't see. You put the good there, and you measure up, and even though the bad should outweigh the good, you hold on to that love. I know I did when I was in that situation.
Yeah, you always make it. Well, and like talking about him making excuses for you, you make excuses for him. I can remember doing that. Yeah, you don't. It's embarrassing because you don't want the whole world to know that you are in a relationship where someone's abusing you. And so you start out first. I think it's just that you're so shocked because it's not what you expected. It's not what you thought that falling in love with someone and getting into a relationship was going to be like. You don't ever I mean, you know about it, yeah, but you don't ever expect that the person you fall in love with is also going to be the person that is violent to you, and may, depending on your situation, may be the first person that's ever slapped you across the face or punched you, or insert whatever kind of crime, basically. And so you start out, you make excuses, and then as time goes by, then you start covering up because you're afraid.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And it's a horrible, sad situation. And what
Yeah.
amazes me is that people live their lives like this is normal every day, and that's so just
Here's the
sad.
thing. Oh, go ahead, Keeley.
No, I was just agreeing. Go on. It's all right.
Oh, no worries. I was saying you can. Tammy, stop it. I see you looking. I know what you're thinking.
Get out of my head.
But anyway, a lot of guys. See, nobody's gonna know what we're cracking up about, but that's all right.
No.
That's a members only territory.
Yeah, you have to become a member, and unfortunately, you can't become a member yet.
I need some
How
dingle
many
dab.
subscribers?
Damn it. Anyway, I just said Tweet Chastity just said I'm a big blue fairy.
A blue fairy.
Okay.
I like what Wendy said. We'll get it back on the rails with this.
Don't fly away now.
Tammy,
Oh, no.
it's because it's normal until you learn it's not.
It's still up there. It's still up there a little bit. Because we were talking about how guys can be afraid, but it's on different levels. There's on many different levels that guys can be afraid to try to get out of a situation, because number one, they're fixated on this idea of loving this person, and they're fixated on what they would love them to be, and they feel like that they can change them even though they can't. So she's very manipulative in so many ways that she doesn't just manipulate him, but everyone around her. So
that was for Zod. That was for Zod. He's here.
Yeah. No, he just gave me a call a second ago. I told him I was on here. I'll hit him up after this. Hey, by the way, Zod, hope you're doing well, my bro.
Yes.
And that was a great stream with you and the Glare and your dad the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually.
I think it was. Wasn't it last night?
All my days are just kind of blurring into each other. But yeah, so he's worried about his relationship. He's worried about the love that he thinks that he believes in with this woman. And at the same time, he's worried about what she can do, because he knows how far things can go with her. So he has to pick his battles like very carefully. And that's why he was protecting her the whole time. And that's why he just begged her to just keep it private. But then when he finally got upset and frustrated because she just kept wanting to make things public and go out there and make a name for herself, he was like, you know what, kid, fine. It's not gonna help you. It's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna hurt me. And not necessarily, he wasn't thinking hurt me in a general sense of his career. I think it just really would have broken his heart, because that's just the kind of guy he is. He doesn't want to go through this because it'll hurt his heart.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious he loved her. And I think just realizing, like you're talking about, he's realizing is not doing any good. She's on a whole different level. She's going after something totally different. And just realizing that who the person he saw her as was, as he said, made up in his mind. And I think there was so much hurt and so much pain there. But he knew there just wasn't any point anymore. And I think even at that point, he just almost thought that he could change her, but then he realized, no, I just
Well, you
can't.
can't. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you can't. You can't change anyone.
No.
They're always going to be the way they are. I mean, you can try to suggest things and try to be some kind of you know a source to open up someone's mind. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's going to be up to that person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I just honestly, I know probably with the people here, y'all have seen the videos I've done comparing her to a certain ist, as Tug would call them, and her behavior anyway, and the behaviors of those type of people. And I think being on the outside looking in, it's real easy to see. When you're in that relationship, you don't see it at first. It takes time to get there. And I think he just didn't realize it until right there at the end. And
Mhm.
I feel sorry for the man. I mean, he really hurt over this woman, and she just didn't care. She really didn't care. Wendy said, Gary, I made my fair share of excuses for him and his misbehaving. Sad, really, but I woke up. I tried to change him for 28 years, and I'm done. Good for you, Wendy. Good
Exactly,
for you.
Wendy. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem, Wendy. We can't waste our time with someone trying to change someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do
Yeah.
that. It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can make suggestions and you can try to influence them in a positive way that you would like, make suggestions, but if it doesn't happen, then you got to cut those ties. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, just like with Wendy, she spent 28 years with him. And, I said, well, ago, my daughter will be 23 this year. It's like I turned around twice and she's about to be 23. Time flies, and really once you start hitting, once you get out of the 20s or mid 20s, it's just like you turn around twice and somebody's saying, you're going to be 50 this year. And you're like, I'm going to kick your ass. No, but you really are. And that's the thing. Life's too short to waste to rot away with somebody that isn't going to change. You give it some time, but you just can't
Yeah,
continue. You've got to decide to have your life. You get to be happy. Everybody should be happy.
He
true.
definitely loved her a lot though, but when you're in that situation, you love all the good and your mind tries to ignore the bad, you know,
Yeah.
and and you remember all the good times and you just want that all the time, do you know what I mean? And it makes you
Oh,
want to fight for it because especially when you're just a loving person yourself, you just want to fight for that relationship. And it's like
yeah.
you're living a lie in your head. You're in love with the idea of being in love, but
Mm.
abuse isn't love. Do you know what I mean? That is not love at all. So it's like you're living a lie in your mind, and people around you most of the time can see it as well when you're blind
Hmm.
from it.
Yeah.
I know that people did with me, um, but you put like these blinkers on and you just totally ignore what
Yeah.
you know it's happening. Don't get obviously, but
Yeah.
you think that you can change them for the good, and you should never have to change anybody. We should just have to accept people who they are, and if they're a shitty person, they're a shitty person. That's
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's a good point too. I mean, if you're willing to accept that, then that's what you're going to have. You can't complain about it anymore, you
Exactly.
know. But my thing
Mm.
is, when you said you want to fight for those good moments, you shouldn't have to fight for it. It should
Mhm.
happen naturally. If you feel
Yeah.
yourself having to fight for it, then it's not there.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
Mhm. Yeah. Wendy, I'm sending you just some love, sweetheart. You're gonna be fine. You are gonna be fine. You are a strong, wonderful, loving person, and you deserve to be happy. And I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'm
Indeed.
just, yeah,
As with everyone here too, you know.
yeah, with everybody. And Margot said, Keeley, she's nodding her head at everything you're saying, so she's agreeing
Oh,
with
thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's easy
Cherry's
to
gonna take off. Oh, okay. Well, love you, Cherry. Thank you for being here. You're the best mod on the internet. I don't care what anybody says. I'll fight for you.
Hands down. Best.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, I'm not going to go too long today. Just thought we'd pop on. Oh, I love you too, Wendy. And just kind of spend a little time laughing, apparently. And just kind of hanging out. And so I'm just going to give y'all each a little bit of time and tell everybody what's going on and what's coming up next for you. You want to start, Gary?
Nope.
Damn it.
No, okay.
Act like you can.
Well, okay, first of all, I just came up with that little jingle for the dingle dangle dingle dingle dot dingle dips.
Dingle dabs.
Dingle dabs.
The jingly dingles.
The jingly dingles. And I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna make a proper jingle for you. For sure. And then you're gonna make like a full-on production commercial with that.
Yes. So, we're gonna go all
out. Let me get back to my music. My schedule is still up in the air. It's crazy going back and forth between 2 different properties and stuff. But yeah, I'm still working on. I have ideas for videos, and they're gonna come. I promise they're gonna come. But I mean, if there's anything that I can do to help anybody else's channel out with ideas and just come and troll your live streams, I'll do that all day long, just like I did here.
Yes. And you always have an open invitation. All y'all do. I try to send everybody an open invitation because I don't know what I'm doing, and y'all make it more fun.
I love you to bits, Tammy. I really do. You are great. You're great. You're always fun. Your laugh is amazing. It gets everybody else going. No more inside jokes. No.
Keeley, get us back on trail quick.
Right, so,
Keeley, save us, please, save us.
Like on my channel, I'm doing obviously the Justice for Johnny Depp and the Johnny Depp first NGN, Johnny Depp first Amber Third, Dave this way, and I'm also doing some spiritual stuff. I might be doing some guided meditations live. I'm working on recording some new ones. I'm also doing some more videos about spiritual life and being spiritual in general. I am covering fibromyalgia, chronic pain, anxiety, and some history videos because, like Tammy, I'm a history geek, and yeah, so that's what's coming on my channel. I've dropped a history video today, if anyone likes history.
Yes, and it's very interesting. And in fact, Gary, since she's the only Brit in here, did you know about the, have you seen her video yet that she dropped? It's about the speech or the letter that Abraham Lincoln wrote to the Manchester workers on ending slavery, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was amazing. Stuff they don't teach you in school,
No, they don't. So, if you even have a slight interest in history, really go check her video out because that's very interesting. I learned something new today, and I love history, and I was shocked when she was telling me about it. So y'all go watch that and be watching for Gary's jingle, and I'll be making a full production commercial when it gets. We're gonna really sell some dingle dabs. All I got to do now is come up with some actual dingle dabs. I said on the bottle that they were made from crushed Viagra and lidocaine. Boy, that'll dab you dangle right there.
Oh my goodness.
But okay,
You know,
let me.
that might be kind of fun though. Maybe we can do something touching on history and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we don't have to always do Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and
Well,
stuff like that.
yeah, and that case is not going to last forever, especially at the rate that it's coming out that it's being proven everything she said was a lie. So we're going to need other stuff to talk about. And I'm like
Yeah.
Keeley, I love history, so I know on Valentine's Day I just did kind of a little history of Valentine's Day, and I was really surprised at the love I got. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I was
Oh,
reminding myself to go watch that because I wanted to see that. I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
No, I need to watch that one. So I'll go and check that out in a bit because
it was just a little, just a little facts about Valentine's Day throughout history. And what surprised me was how many people from our community that said, oh, I really love history. I'm a history nerd too, So I've got some history ones that I'm going to be coming out. I'm working on a video right now that is extremely serious, but it's extremely important. And when it comes out, I really hope everybody will watch it and share it. It's something that needs to be out there. And
I know what you're doing.
She knows what it is. Me and her talk all the time, but I don't want to give anything away. Just you'll know. I'll let everybody know when it comes out. It's very, very important, and I hope you'll watch it and share it. And I am close to 200 subscribers, so and subscribe. JFD and Tiffany are both. They're getting close to 200 too. So let's subscribe. I think Keeley's already went over. So push her to 300.
I'm 20 away from 300 now.
20 away from 300. So let's get her to 300.
Nice.
Yes.
Tap that button, people. It's free. It don't cost you nothing.
That's right. We unfortunately we can't charge you anything right now. We will have a members only stream one day. We just can't. You can't join yet. Get me to the point, and we will have a members only. And I promise you, they will be nuts. You think I'm crazy on this? You ought to see me on a members only. So,
if you want to hear all the juicy stuff, people that happens behind the scenes, you're gonna have to join.
That's it. Yeah, thank you to Gary and to Keeley, and thank you everybody. Please, I'm trying to be serious for showing up.
I will always show up to your streams.
I know. I love you, Keeley. I love everybody. Thank y'all so much. It means a lot to me that everybody's willing to spend an hour with me. Y'all don't know. Yeah. I don't understand why anybody would.
Oh, of course they would. You're amazing. You're awesome. I feel bad.
I just feel like I'm so goofy.
Yeah, no, but Keeley's so sweet. I feel like we're making them, being bad influences on her.
I know.
Well, that's what you think. That's just the actors for what you think.
Oh, it's always the quiet ones.
Yes, y'all. Wait a minute, let's see, turn it the right way. Y'all ought to see this girl behind the scenes. Y'all think I'm crazy? Just think when you join, we will tell her all her secrets.
No.
But seriously, everybody, thank y'all.
I know some of your secrets as well.
It's not real blonde. There you go. I've told all my secrets. But bye, everybody. Thank y'all all so much for coming. Love you. And thank you, Gary. Thank you, Keeley. Love you both. And we'll see y'all next time.
See you next time.
This is fun.